So I'm Joel Hayes, and this is my van, and our project is called RouteDelSol. Keegan Takori over there is my co-pilot, and we're driving this big blue rig here, covered in wetsuits apparently, because we're at the beach. We're driving from Alaska to Argentina. We're trying to do it all on renewable energy.
Okay.
Mostly on solar power, obviously, with our huge wings made of solar panels.
So I read you guys have 7 kilowatts.
7 kilowatts, yeah.
Man, that's a decent amount.
So we have a bit more than 7, and we have some more panels stashed in southern Oregon too that we have to get to and add to the rig somehow.
Wow.
But there's already quite a large amount of solar on there. So, but we could always use more, obviously.
Right. Yeah.
This is an International E-Star. It's a 2010 model. They started making them in 2008. Originally electric, so proprietarily electric vehicle. And I and a team of engineers in Oregon from a company called Solar Roller retrofitted it to run on solar power.
Okay.
So we added the aftermarket solar system. We also had to build a secondary battery pack.
Okay.
It's quite tedious. And then the interior, which I'll show you in a second, is stuff that we all fit out ourselves as well.
So you can charge this with like a conventional, just pull up to like a Tesla charger or whatever?
Yeah, you need an adapter, but yeah, you can. So there's like a system that goes from solar panels to our auxiliary battery, and then our auxiliary battery to our EVSE electric vehicle charger.
Okay.
And then that goes into a normal plug. So yeah, it's kind of like a couple of steps to get the energy from one battery to the other. But I studied climate change adaptation at university, but I also love traveling, and it's kind of like a bit of a contradiction in that I jump on a plane and I fly around the world and sort of just like spew all that carbon out to the air just to fulfill my need to travel. And so I there was a number of different processes that were involved. There was no like true one catalyst, but I think the motivation comes from there. It comes from like my environmental background and just wanting to do something about the way that I impact the world and still being able to have fun at the same time. And this is sort of...
It's more people doing the little things that help than one person trying to do everything.
Exactly, yeah. So this is kind of like a statement. It's certainly not something that we vision people driving around, you know.
It's just your own personal...
impractical vehicle, but for our purposes, for like what we're doing, the adventure we're
just hanging out,
it's perfect. Yeah, we stop for a couple of days, we meet people like yourself or whoever, or we hang out in a place like the beach. So,
right. And you guys, what is your plan? Like, how long do you think it's going to take you to get?
About 2 years all up. So we're about 6 months in, maybe another year and a half to get down to Tierra del Fuego. Yeah, but we're moving really slowly. Like, we thought we'd stop in like Seattle for a day, but we ended up spending 2 weeks in Seattle, and like Tacoma, we went to a conference there and we met a bunch of people. So we ended up spending like 2 or 3 weeks in like just that one little region between Tacoma and Seattle when we're shooting. So like, I don't know, it could
take longer,
bulge you out, or it could be quicker depending on what happens when we sort of like start really getting moving.
Right.
But we're not in any rush at all.
What's your goal when you get down there? Are you guys staying there? Or just...
Yeah, so we're going to get down there. Don't know what's going to happen in the van, but we're filming a documentary at the moment called Surface Area.
Okay.
When we get down there, we'll probably have to cut all that together and work on the documentary somewhere. Hopefully somewhere warm on a beach.
Yeah, for sure.
and then we'll produce that, and then I don't know, maybe season 2.
Brazil. Cool. Yeah. Just out of curiosity, what do you guys use for internet?
We have a AT&T unlimited plan.
Okay.
Both of us have plans. We have one unlimited plan and one just 8 gigabyte plan or something like that, and we just hotspot. But it's pretty patchy. Like, it doesn't work all the time, so we're sort of looking for new options and stuff like that as we go with that. There's like satellite internet too. It's kind of expensive, but
I saw your batteries.
The batteries they're not visible, but the batteries start like here under the deck, and they go from there all the way to the back here. And then the secondary battery pack, which we built, is above the deck, and it's about here. But it's all enclosed, so it's really hard to see. Otherwise, I'd open it up to show you. But yeah, it's sort of like there. So this is a 40 kilowatt hour lithium cobalt pack, the one here.
Oh wow, okay.
And the one down here is a 80 kilowatt hour lithium iron phosphate battery. It's it's the power to weight ratios or densities of this battery is super obsolete. Like if we were to replace that battery even with just that technology, which isn't even that great, we'd probably be able to fit it in half the space, the 80 kilowatt hours.
So are these batteries originally designed for electric vehicles?
This one
besides the one that came with it, right?
This one was the one in the back there. The cells that we used were designed for electric motorcycles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're high amperage cells, so you can draw a lot from them.
Yeah.
But yeah, they failed the test, so we got given them to use in our project.
Well, that's always nice.
It was very nice.
Those are expensive.
They are.
Batteries are so expensive. So like the motor in this, what does it compare to like a Tesla motor as far as what it draws?
It is, and I am not completely familiar. It's not the same as a Tesla motor. Tesla uses a DC. Do they use DC wound? Ours is an AC plated induction motor. It's 340 volts, and I'm trying to think of what the max amperage of it is. I'd say like 11 or 12 kilowatts. Or something like that. Yeah.
That's crazy.
At max, like.